we're taking a short intermission from Black History Month to celebrate Valentine's Day and talk about the person that almost ended the entire holiday because he crashed out. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Star. And this is how he almost ended Valentine's Day in Bikini Bottom. Welcome to Bikini Bottom, where love is in the air. SpongeBob is out here giving gifts to everyone and their mama, and he's preparing a super secret surprise for Patrick in the form of a giant chocolate hot air balloon. Bro, water physics in this show is unreal, cause how? But also, how did Sandy not drown here when she opened her helmet to eat a chocolate bubble that SpongeBob blew? You know what, forget it. So after SpongeBob goes over the plan with Sandy, he goes and meets up with Patrick, who is using a rock to turn another rock into a heart by beating it. Look, just roll with it. So SpongeBob starts teasing Patrick about what his gift is going to be, and to be honest, this is where the crash out is slowly already starting to take place, because the more Patrick tries to guess his gift from SpongeBob, the crazier he gets. And this is where I have to bring y'all back, because we have to talk about dumb characters. You see, the dumb ones are usually the violent ones, the overpowered ones, the ones that do the wildest stuff. For example, when Ed crashed out, he ripped the slide apart with his teeth and chewed it up like a steak. And mind you, he's about dumb as a box of rocks. So let's take a look at Patrick, because we know that he got an IQ of about 1. And he is so desperate to find out where his Valentine's Day gift is that he literally runs to the top of a cliff and jumps off, thinking that it's at the bottom of the cliff. Why didn't you just go around? Why did you have to jump off face first? And then after he does this, he runs back just to say the gift wasn't there. Duh. And this is where I gotta say, SpongeBob, you are a trash friend, because a fall like this is probably enough to break bones in a few hundred places. A real friend wouldn't want their friend to get injured. But do you know what SpongeBob says when Patrick runs back after falling face first off a cliff? He says, "Are you sure you didn't see it up there?" Bitch, Patrick, your best friend just fell face first off the side of a cliff, and your response after this is to ask the man, is he sure he didn't see it up there? Are you sure y'all are friends? Because you gotta know that Patrick was stupid enough to run back over there and jump off the cliff again. So as SpongeBob is stalling Patrick, Sandy is flying with the chocolate balloons, and she has to send an SOS because she's over there boxing with chocolate eating scallops. Bruh, what part of Animal Planet did I miss when I was growing up? Cause why aren't these chocolate eating scallops eating all the damn Valentine's Day candy too? So basically, the plan is going to shit, and while this is going on, SpongeBob puts up a prayer and tells Patrick they're going to get on the Ferris wheel, like God himself is going to deliver that chocolate balloon, like Sandy ain't up there fighting for her life against them goddamn scallops. And boy, when Patrick hears that they going to get on the Ferris wheel, he starts to snap. Bruh, look at his face. No lie, at this point, I would have just spoiled the gift, because it looks like Patrick is a ticking time bomb. And I would have hated to see how Patrick would have got if he heard that he didn't have a good gift. But SpongeBob apparently likes to play with his life, because he takes Patrick to the top of the Ferris wheel, and this is where it gets worse. Because as SpongeBob is up there praying for this balloon to show up, he gets a message from Sandy, and one of the scallops done popped the balloon. It is crashing, bro, and she has no choice but to tell SpongeBob to go to plan B, which obviously SpongeBob doesn't want to do. But at least he got another gift, right? Right? Well, listen, apparently plan B is a handshake.
I beg your pardon?
A god dang handshake. And after he shakes Patrick's hand, Patrick just holds his hand up and death stares it. He looking like he about to pimp slap SpongeBob with the same hand that he shook. And all he doing is just staring at it with that evil face, and he holding that face and hand on everything. The bounce house, the roller coaster, the fun house. He just holding that hand up, giving the death stare like he wanna slap the holes off of SpongeBob. And this could have honestly been the end of the episode. But you remember in the beginning when I said that SpongeBob was out here getting everybody and they mama gifts? Well, as they're sitting here and Patrick is actually about to calm down and express himself in a very nice and calm way, mind you, everyone starts coming up and interrupting Patrick as they are thanking SpongeBob for the gifts that SpongeBob bought them. And the worst part about all this is SpongeBob met somebody that day, that morning, and got them a brand new bike.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And in Patrick's eyes, some random fish gets a bike and his best friend only gave him a handshake. So you know where we're heading, right? This finally begins the crash out, because when the last fish walks up, Patrick picks him up and yeets his ass across the dang fair. And baby, it is game on, because right after this, he grabs some scissors out of nowhere, cuts all the heart balloons off of the string, and then Honda booty drops on the goddamn stand. And now the man is on all fours. He has gone feral. And as these kids are over there trying to get Heartman's attention, Patrick goes over there and rips the costume in half with his bare hands. Bruh, do you know how strong you gotta be to rip a costume in half with your bare hands? And while all of this carnage is going on, the announcer gets on like,
"Hey, this fat ass starfish crashing out. Y'all better run."
And as the people are running, Patrick runs over there and sees the heart at the top of the ride and says, "Heart on stick must die." But this is where I get a little disappointed, because I thought Patrick was about to rip that ride out of the ground and go crazy, but apparently he don't got Toon Force, because Ed would have popped that thing up in half. So he just takes a little girl's lollipop, snaps it in half, and then eats the candy and the stick like a savage, just to turn around and have the look on his face like he is fully feral. Drool and all. The man ain't even talking in words anymore. But this is where it gets kind of funny, because as Patrick is telling them to give him SpongeBob, before Patrick can even finish his sentence, they throw SpongeBob to the wolves, because fuck that, they sacrificed that man. But here's the kicker, Patrick was about to beat all they ass, because none of them got him anything for Valentine's Day. And when they tried, that man said nope and stomped on all the gifts, walking toward them with his fist balled up like he ready to go Madara at the Great Ninja War. He was about to end their existence until, you know, Sandy flies down with a chocolate balloon being carried by the reformed chocolate eating scallops for whatever reason, and saves the day from this monster starfish. And yeah, with that being said, subscribe and be back for the next installment of Black History Month. Stay sweet, baby.